Alright. Oh, man, I parked a little close to jet wire. So anyways, don't forget to get yourself wrapped and strapped with the RC Guy Garage GPS encapsulator for the SKYRC things there. There's this company called MJX. I think MJX Hyper Go or something like that, or MJX RC right there. They had reached out to me. I don't know if it's the fact that maybe they like my China Junks. I don't know. Maybe they like my China Junk series. I'm not quite sure. Or maybe they just felt bad because the last RC car that I got from Hosim was an absolute piece of garbage. So, right there, fragile. There's a package from MJX Hyper Go. So we're gonna crack this thing open, see what's inside this box on this episode of RC Guy Garage. Let's check it out. Fragile. Look at that, we got the leaning tower, man. Look at all of those pieces of candy. I know I said head mount, but I guess I kind of don't need it. I'll put this in a different perspective here. Dude, look at right on the box. Attention RC Guy Garage from Hyper Go. That's actually pretty cool. All right, so this box just came from DHL. I got an alert on my phone. So the only thing that's in this box that may not apply to what you're going to receive is the fact that they provided me with a couple of different battery packs, and that's so that I could, and this is what's great. So even right off, here's what's great. So MJX Hyper Go, I don't know if I'm saying this right. Am I saying this right? Yeah, so Hyper Go, I guess that's what MJX is. So I'll just call them Hyper Go, or I'll just call them MJX. Hyper Go, check this out, said that what they were going to do is send me a couple of extra battery packs. And the reason why that was so, look at this thing is all packaged like that. So I could test it on 3S as well, because like most manufacturers say that, you know, their cars are can be 3S whatever capable, but you usually never have a 3S pack. Or they don't provide you with a 3S. Wow, this thing is really taped up here. Oh, check that out. Oh, that thing is slick, dude. This is a truck. So this is the brand new Hyper Go four-wheel drive with a gyro. What are they calling this? They're just calling this the four-wheel drive all-road. So this is the Hyper Go all-road four-wheel drive from MJX RC Technic. Item number is H14MK. So we've got some stuff on the side of there. Doesn't mean, I think I actually got a Hotmail. Spain. What? Madrid, Spain? Huh? Wait a minute. What's going on here? Boston, Mass? Sun Beyond? That side of the box, you can see we've got a little bit of a back side profile. This thing is all lit up with lights. This is gonna be slick, man. So we've got a 2.4 gigahertz radio, 3-channel, 1/14 scale, 4x4 with LED lights. It's got a 45 amp brushless ESC. It's got a 2845 brushless motor, aluminum capped oil-filled shocks. So it looks like they've got a cap on the bottom and a cap on the top, probably a plastic bodied shock. And it also includes a gyro. So check that out, man. That actually looks pretty slick. On-road tires. Fans both on the ESC and the motor and heatsink. That is pretty cool. Box is already open, so I think that's the indicator that they may have stuffed a couple of extra batteries in here or something, is what I'm thinking. So we've got a 2S battery. Oh, look at that. See, that actually looks like an official battery, too. Check that thing out. So that's a Sifu 2S 3000 milliamp pack, and that is a Dean style connector. This is looking really official, man. Look at this battery, dude. 3000 milliamp 25C 2S pack. So we got the radio on this side. Got a box here with some other stuff in here. Oh, check it out. Oh, dude, it's a 3S battery. So there's a 3S pack. Oh, check this out. Wow. So this is an official 2000 milliamp 25C 3S pack. This is really looking, do not pull. What do you mean do not pull? That's weird. It's got a little 3S charger, 4 wires, 3S charger. We've got drift wheels. Seems like it's a hard plastic. Yeah, it's a hard plastic. Hard plastic drift wheel. Man, that's pretty wild. And in this bag, we've got, so on the box, so this is more like an aggressive tread tire. So we've got an aggressive tread tire. We've got the hard plastic drift wheel and an aggressive tread tire. Dang, there's really not much to this tire. Can't tell if there's foam in there. Don't think so. 12 millimeter hex. Looking pretty quality so far. Looking pretty quality. So in this bag, it's got extra springs too. Dude, extra springs. Look at, there's a whole ton of stuff in here. There's little screws, Phillips. There's what might be a servo saver spring. So this might have an adjustable servo saver. So in this bag, we've got a 2S charger, USB. We got a Phillips screwdriver. We got a long reach wrench. Now that is slick. That is cool. It's a long reach hex wrench. Body pins. So we got 4 body pins in there. That's all that's in there. And here we've got a remote. All right, so we got a remote with a foam wheel. Very basic. There's no functions on the top here. Nothing on the back side. It's got a Phillips screw. See how many batteries this takes. So it only takes 2 AA batteries. So that makes it kind of convenient. I'm not gonna need that screw. But we got a foam wheel, a steering trim, a function button, and that gives the impression there's a button, but there's no button there. And we've got a off 75% or 100. So we have an off 75% and a 100. So there's really no functions on this remote other than the function button. So function button probably operates the lights. Now the truck. This is kind of small, huh? Oh, look at that. So it looks like it may have had some protective wrap on there. It does have the manual in there. It's got that Harbor Freight kind of smell. If you've been into a Harbor Freight or what is it? Princess something, Princess Auto. It's got that like, it's just bolted in. It is. It's not bolted in anymore. Nothing in the box. Get rid of this. All right, so here is the truck. So that definitely has like that unicorn thing going on, or like another vehicle that we know. It's got some serious weight to it. I mean, that is an extremely heavy truck. So this thing ain't going to be flipping over. Almost feels like there's a battery pack actually inside the car. So we've got 4 body pins. So we've got a total of 8 body pins, 4 on the truck. Whoa. Oh, it's got a, oh, there's a battery in it too. Check this out. It's got like a guard. This is kind of a little bit of a negative. This would be better with an extension harness. You can see there's only one slot. There's only one slot for where that potentially goes. So I'm going to go ahead and just unplug that. Yeah, maybe I'm not going to unplug it. So getting to the battery is a little bit rough here. You got a center brace, front to back, that goes in between the 2 shock towers. The shock towers, front and rear, seem pretty stout. The rear shock tower is an integrated body tower. We've got a rear diffuser on the back of the truck. So it is a plastic bodied, oil filled. Oh yeah. It's got a lot of travel. Jeez, man. This thing is pretty slick looking. So we've got a front little splitter with a foam pad. Kind of help with the impacts. But I can't get over the weight of this thing. This thing has got some serious tank weight to it. Really want to take that body and separate it. But the way they got the wires makes it really difficult to want to go ahead and take that off. I'm gonna grab my pliers so I can grab that and pull it out. See the orientation of the wires. I'm gonna go ahead and just use these pliers right here. What I want to do is I want to grab that. This definitely needs to be on an extension harness. Boy, they have the wires jammed in there. I was really hoping I could just pull this out, but there we go. Got it. All right. Jammed in there. Really jammed in there. I'm gonna have to figure out the wiring a little bit. So I got the body away. Body's pretty slick. Got some good grip tape in there. Looks like we got some kind of a control board in there. So there's a control board, you got main power. Wonder if somehow this actually receives a signal, but you got lights in the back. So we've got actual lenses and LED lights in the back. Fake diamond plate look, which is pretty slick looking. It's almost like a carbon fiber diamond plate. It's got like a lightning kind of theme across the body of the truck. Four-wheel drive all-road. Lights on the front. That's what that is. This actually has hidden lights in the body. So you can see in the body. Check that out. In the body, there are like pill-shaped cutouts. Like not cutouts, but clear sections. There's a light bar that's right there on this truck. And there's lights behind the grill. So the grill itself is a completely different piece with LEDs for the headlights, and it's got lights behind the grill. This thing is pretty neat looking, man. Like I was saying, this thing is a wicked tank. Got a cutout for both fans. Got a cutout for the wiring for the ESC and the gyro. The gyro is adjustable, so you can adjust the sensitivity. It looks like right now it's a little bit over 50%. So you can dial that, which is kind of sweet. If you wanted to turn the gyro off, you could turn it off, or you could go all the way to 100%. So they got 0, 50 all the way at the top, and then 100%. And then they've got a gyro set button right there. The receiver itself right there, it is a 3-channel with 2 auxiliary fan areas. So it's got 2 fan plugs. It's got a 3rd channel and a throttle and steering channel. One for the ESC and obviously one for the servo for steering. There is a battery pack that's already in there. Go ahead and pop these little body pins out. This is pretty slick, man. This has got a cover. A little bit more of a pain in the neck because, you know, you got an extra layer of stuff, but it might be good. Damn. Look at how it is in the back. It's like pretty sealed off. In the front, not so much, but this thing is pretty sealed off. So there's a look at the plastic cover that covers all of the components that are inside. Yeah. Dang. So we've got a metal drive shaft, which is one of those stop sign style drive shafts. Just metal. It does have a center socket. It's not a bearing, but there is like a center socket that looks like it's a guide. At least I don't think it's a bearing. I don't see a bearing there, but there's something there. Something there. Can't tell, like, is that rotate? Oh, no, it just, dude, it's like, drive shaft is a little warped. I don't know if you're getting that. It's got a good sound to it. So we got CVDs in the back, same style in the front, wicked, wicked stout. Very, very thick CVDs, front and rear. Wow. I think we're looking at metal all over the place. So we've got probably metal differentials. It is all Phillips hardware. Metal chassis where it's getting probably some of that weight from. A couple of these screws look like they could be kind of sunk down a little bit more, because I can feel the actual screw head kind of protruding. So I'll check these just to see if these are all set and down. in. But check out that rear diffuser there. Rear diffuser, front splitter. So this is more of the, this is probably like the street tire that they've got on here. So they got the street tire. You can see the difference between the street tires and the more aggressive knobby shape style tires right there. So it did come with an extra set of springs. I think I said something about maybe that was a servo saver spring. And it is. So there's a servo saver that's connected right to the servo. You can see how that steering is done. It's got a bar that goes in between. Very, very quiet steering servo. Power button right on the side. Looks like there's an optional right on the truck. There's an optional little fan position. So it's funny, they're using the fan position from the receiver, not from the ESC. The servo is encased in a plastic box. It's definitely packed, man. It's got 2 Velcro straps holding this battery pack in. So what do we got here? So inside the truck, the battery pack that it comes with is a hard pack. That's very interesting. So what I think this is this company offers a 2S and a 3S pack that's going to fit this truck. I think. Looking at the size-wise. Size is a little bit long on the battery pack. So the question is does the battery actually fit? And it... Wow. Let's see. Pull this strap a little forward. This is the 3S pack. Pull that plug off of there. So that pack does fit in there. It doesn't sit down into the tray like this pack, but there is enough room for the larger, slightly longer 3S pack. It's very slightly longer. Well, actually, no, it's the same, but it's thicker. But with the 2,000 milliamp pack that comes with the truck, you do have at least the option to go ahead and get a 3,000 milliamp 2S and a 3S 2,000 milliamp. So that's not too shabby, man. So I'm going to check the charge on these packs and see what they're looking like. Bring out the Hosen battery. That's not right. Still haven't opened up this pack. But I was curious to see. So I got this Turnigy pack. Turnigy pack is a little bit too big. But at least they're giving you the option to go ahead and get a battery from them. And of course, this 3S pack will fit no problem. So getting a speed test out of one of these packs might be a wise idea. So we'll test out their 3S pack against my 3S pack. This thing is really slick, man. I'm liking how the plugs are. I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, I'm going to check this pack. All right. Got my little emergency kit here. The cell choker. Check and see what we're looking at with this battery that was provided with the car. So the 2S pack, which is a 2S 2000 milliamp pack, doesn't say what the C rating is, coming in at 16%. So we are looking at a storage charge. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this battery on my charger because my charger is going to charge this thing up pretty quick. And we're going to find a place to go ahead and put this unit. So with this, we could probably put it right on the back, right there, with the strap. Looks like it'll be protected pretty good. Oh, you got a Wampatuck State Park map.
What?
You have a Wampatuck State Park map. Did you just get that now, or did that come in the mail?
I didn't get that.
Oh.
That was on the floor and I picked it up.
Oh. So we'll go to 2, LiPo, 12 amps, start, 2S. So, probably take just a couple minutes to charge that thing up. It's definitely going to need an extension harness. So yeah, I was saying, With the way these wires are kind of really packed in there, they don't leave much room. Yeah, they have an extension harness on that. So that's going to the gyro, which goes to the steering. So that kind of needs to be there. But yeah, that plug is pretty packed. Make it hard to get that plug back in there. So that's going to be the only negative right now. This needs an extension harness because the chance of popping that out is high. So looks like we're plugged in, got the orientation correct. So I think it's going to be your option whether to put this cover on or not, because it's like an extra 3 clips. And it's an extra 3 clips plus. Yeah, this needs an extension harness. Alright, check this battery. Getting there real quick. See? Looking at back. Looking at 7.84 volts. So while that's charging, let's check out these springs. So like I said, so they give you black springs. And the rates feel the same. So it looks like they're just giving you an optional colored spring. So you've got a black spring that you can go ahead and replace your chrome springs with, and then you've got the extra servo saver spring. Pretty neat. And some extra Phillips screws. I think that's kind of like only one little negative downside. Some people, but in this category or in this particular car, Phillips I guess is alright. Let me go ahead and check a couple of those screws. Like I said, a couple of them felt like they weren't fully in, and I was able to get a little bit of a tweak there. So this driver they give you definitely engages these screws pretty good. Very quiet servo. So let's check out the manual here. 14 plus ages. I have found that that's like when you start getting into brushless and stuff like that. Operating your model safely. FCC warning. Most important part is hopefully going to be on the back side. So what we got here. So, oh, these are the extra accessories. When the shock stops rebounding or rebounding slowly, place the spring. So they give you actual springs to replace it. And they give you the servo saver spring. That is pretty cool. Anything else in here? Oh, and a little bit of information on the gyro. So reverse normal switching basically shows you long press for 3 seconds to set it from red to green or from green to red. Means the switch is successful. So it must be like one way or the other as far as the gyro goes. A little bit about the ESC. Indicator light stays on, meaning it's signaled. Flashes quickly, no signal. Pull the trigger. Flash slowly, low voltage. Flash twice, overheat protection. Off, stock protection. Transmitter, again, very basic operation. 75, 100 or off. 2, function for the light control. So channel 3. 1, steering trim, we saw that. The trigger, indicator light, letting you know that it's on or off. And then just the steering trim. And then for the lights. So not much to see here. Just shows you plugging it into a brick, plugging in the batteries. I think that thing's already done. It's real close. So it's just showing you inside the truck with that plastic shield, the dust cover. Ah, parts galore. Check it out. Parts and part numbers. They even have part numbers for the screws. That's pretty cool. Part number for the fan. You got the shaft. There is no slipper clutch. This is direct drive, front and rear. So we have no slipper clutch. It is direct drive, front and rear. It is showing, it almost looks like it's showing a bearing, but that's not a bearing. But you can see that piece right there, 1413Q. That is like a center kind of something. It's like a center, heck they call it, drive shaft loop. Metal diff gear assembly. So we've got metal diff gears with 4 spider gears inside. A couple little sun gears there. It's got the heck is that? You seeing that? What is that? That looks a little different. Shock disassembly, oil-filled shocks, got the heatsink, motor. Not sure what tooth pinion that is. It does have a set screw, so it almost gives the impression that you could change the gearing, but I don't think so. Shows you how to take apart the servo saver to go ahead and get after that spring. Showing you the rear bumper assembly or diffuser, front bumper with the foam, its bracket, and the splitter, front steering, and then, wow, look at the exploded views. Very well done. Very well done on these exploded views. What are they calling that? High-speed car assemble. So let's see, we've got standard. So we've got the body, standard, hardness, soft, better abrasion resistance. Those are the tires that are on the truck. We've got the hardness, medium, average, abrasion resistance, which are these ones, which I'm assuming is more like the off-road style. And then we've got hardness, high, suitable for drifting. That is this one, which is all plastic. More parts. It looks like they're almost talking like that's a whole thing right there. I have to look up that part number. It's like it comes with a body, a rear post, and tires. And body clips. It's looking that way. See that piece right there? That is looking like that. So I have to punch up that thing right there. Punch up that number and see. Bearings, screws, look at this. Look at this detailed manual. Threadlock M4 nuts, tires, shocks, receiver. Jeez, even the screwdriver. And the gyro. Alright, stock batteries all set. I will say the thing here, plug, is very loose. It's not very tight, but going into that is extremely tight, so that works out great. I'm going to keep that strapped like that. Keep that out of the way. And what I do want to find, a spot to mount my GPS, and that's going to be on the outside of the truck. Could almost mount it back here on the diffuser. Oh, look at that. That looks real close. Look at that. I'm gonna try it out. Alright. Stuffed in there. Now, these lights, a little bit of a pain. GPS unit fits in there kinda almost perfect. Drop test with this thing. You can't actually press it through the body, I was wondering. I think. Reach your finger in there. And right away. You got the function button here. So we got off, we got on, which gives it the flashing blue and red cop lights. You got regular flashing or off. So if you got it on, check it out. When you turn to the left, the front light blinks. Turn it to the left. Look at that. Flashes. Flashes. Oh, in reverse. Look at that. It lights up. So we've got brake lights. Check that out. No way. Steering is pretty cool. Alright. GPS meter's on there. So I'm going to turn the GPS. This guy's funny, man. You gotta watch this guy. But we get the GPS, GNS, SKYRC. You can't get that app anymore. So the new app supersedes this one, and I like this one better. So it should turn on. So 55% power, that's good enough. So let's see what this thing's got on. I'm going to turn the lights off. I like that though. I like the cop lights in the front. Okay. Oh, you know what? Do the brake lights still function? No, they don't. Alright, let's bring this outside and let's do the screen record. Start recording. Skip countdown. GoPro on. So a gyro is, look at that. We'll see. So when it goes backwards, it does something a little funny.